One day, friends, I will figure out how to actually start one of these. In the meantime, hi. How's it going? We're gonna play Vampire. You wanna watch?
No.
I mean, you do have the option. You could leave right now.
Okay.
This is America. We can do what we want.
I can leave and it wouldn't fuck up any of this setup, would it?
It actually kind of would, because Byrick Ash received an assignment last time, although I will say it wouldn't fuck up things as bad as not having Carlo last week. But let's
I wasn't here?
Speaking of which, you should just start with Adam.
Well, I intend to, but... Oh, so you don't want me to give the recap yet?
No, just have Adam with the cold open.
Okay, Adam, you get a cold open this week.
Dope.
You find yourself adrift in darkness. No, not adrift. Adrift is the wrong word. A part of darkness, almost. You're only ever vaguely aware of yourself. And every once in a while, that awareness seems to wink out. Seems to dim. Almost as if you were fighting sleep. But the pull of this sleep is heavier than you've ever felt in your life when you were immortal. Even heavier than the sun rising. There's a taste of the grave in this, a taste of oblivion, a sensation you've come to know quite well. Every so often, a thought cuts in. One you don't recognize as your own. Thoughts of anger, thoughts of betrayal, thoughts of not wanting to release control, and pushing it back against that with as much might as can be mustered. Tom, would you please roll for me 1d10? And I'm not looking for failure or success, I just need a number.
That's a 3.
Ooh. Well, lucky for you, Adam, it looks like your cousin's been spending some willpower in that attempt to stitch up your cousin. So what I need from you, Adam, is an extended willpower roll.
You have some of that, right? You haven't been spending it at all?
Like ever? You've been holding on to it for a good long time?
Nope. All that holding on to is my XP.
Now, so we're gonna need 10 successes, and the only thing I can tell you is don't botch.
I need my dice for this, don't I?
You need your dice in general to play this game.
He lost. He
game
found his
uses
character
dice?
sheet, but he lost
What?
his dice.
I can't use you the mind dice, Chaz? Come on.
We're not playing
Adam?
Mind's Eye Theater. We can't.
I mean, if you guys really wanted to rock paper scissors this, I could make it work. Like, no lie, but the rules, the actual rules for the fucking BNS Vampire are pretty dope in my opinion. I think they're some of the best vampire rules that have ever been printed, but that's just me.
Oh, okay, I got 110, 1-5. Cool.
So you're rolling at a difficulty 6.
Okay. That one success so far.
Ooh.
Do I just keep going?
Hang on. No, there's a bit of drama, and I'm actually going to need to make some marks in my little big book of importance that makes me feel like, hey, I matter sometimes.
Is Carlo rolling 2 willpower right now?
So they'll have this. Unless I spend a willpower. Unless I spend a willpower to roll willpower. Then I'll be
That
even
would
more than
probably
the
be a bad idea.
Is it the total willpower or the willpower I have
I
Willpower
guess
you have
I guess we're rolling
Yeah.
current.
Okay.
One success for Carlo. Carlo, you begin to feel this weight come over. It's not a physical sort of weight. It's almost mental. It's not quite a fatigue either. It's not like the sensation of a man who lies down needing rest to recharge himself. It's a sensation of a man who lies down and never intends to get back up. You are being pulled down, sucked down, no, shunted into a void, a black void, a pocket of nothingness. How do you feel?
Weightless, scared, I guess. Kind of liberating, but I guess unsure.
Give me another roll.
It's like when you get to the top of those
Okay.
rides at amusement parks that they're just gonna drop you. You hear that little click right in, and you're weightless for just a minute.
And your
And
br-
then,
your rational brain just tells you like, well, I'm going to die now.
Yeah. Got an
It's a-
8 and a 4, so one more success.
One more success.
That is a weirdly fun feeling, though.
Yeah.
Death. That's what we all yearn for. The closer we get to it, the more excited we get.
I mean, it's not as bad as that feeling where you know you're about to fall asleep and all of a sudden it feels like you just fell.
Honestly, yeah. That happens to me all the fucking time.
And Brand's like, "Oh, gee, are you okay, buddy?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. There's a bed." Okay,
that?
just making sure you're not dead. Thanks, Brand.
Yusuf, I don't know what I'm planning for, Yusuf. You haven't told me nothing. I'm going to this blind.
Carlos' plan is those military manuals from World War II, where like you cannot plan for the Americans, for they have no plans.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Can't plan for us. We're too smart.
Carlo, for the briefest moment, you're able to shut out that other voice, those intrusive thoughts. The pull doesn't quite stop, but it abates ever so slightly, as if a weight has been taken off around your neck. How do you feel now?
Like, I need a fight to survive. I don't want to hear those voices anymore.
Roll again.
Like, determined.
Do it, Adam. Do it.
What's wrong with
Fuck.
hearing voices?
Yeah.
You wanna fight me, bro?
Botch, make everyone's day.
No, Kyle,
No,
don't listen to your shadow.
But you got a 10 and a 1, so no botch yet.
Well, 10 and a 1 with our house rule. Those
Yeah.
that 10 does eat the 1. So that's
Whoa.
technically one success. As you begin to feel scared, as you begin to feel that sensation of needing to fight for your life, you begin to sort of pull away from this pocket, from this void that you're being forcibly shunted towards. It's almost as though there's a membrane, some sort of skin or a sheet over your face, and you feel if you could just push hard enough, you could break through it and seize a gasp of air for your withered, starving lungs. Roll again.
Fighting for breath. Come on.
You don't need to breathe.
Fighting for breath, though. Sure.
It's metaphorical breath. Me.
You're like what's his name? Was it R. Kelly with that meme with "I'm fighting for my fucking life"?
I'm fighting for my life. Sure you are.
You mean R. Kelly, the kid pisser?
Yep.
6 and 3, so
Busted for it twice?
6 and 3. One more success.
Ooh.
It's
Oh,
working
no.
ever so slightly. ever so slightly, you can feel yourself almost rising. The darkness seems to go from the deepest black you've ever experienced to a slightly more pallid shade of gray. There might, just maybe, if you reach for it desperately enough, be light on the other side. Roll again.
Do it.
Woo! 6 to 8. Yes.
Ooh.
2 successes.
Carlo, at the edge of your whisper, or at the edge of your perception, you can hear, no, you can feel those whispers again, those thoughts pushing through. There's someone else, something else fighting through that same membrane. And there's not enough space for you both to make it through. How do you feel?
Like I need to be the one to make it through. Like, I need a win there.
Roll that willpower.
Italian aria music starts playing.
There can be only one.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
One.
10 and 3. One more.
Carlo, you're being pulled back down. Whatever that other presence is, it's rising over you. It's standing on top of you. It's using you as a ladder.
Carlo Martino ain't no ladder. Carlo Giovanni will rise above it. At least try to.
Give me the roll.
Oh, fuck. 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2. Wah, wah.
Carlo, give me one last roll.
Spend your willpower, Adam. You might need to spend your willpower to pass this willpower test.
Well, it's the last one, right, Chaz? You said? Is that what you're saying?
That's the last one one way or another.
So, let me...
If I heard that right? No. Or is that metagaming?
You have technically lost the extended action. Now, because Carlo Martino is such an amazing character, I will give you one last chance before you are blinked out of existence to show me that you can fight.
Spend your last 2 remaining willpower, Adam.
Can I spend the last 2 while rolling the last 2? It's like the final.
You can spend one willpower per turn, so I'll allow you to spend one and roll your last one.
Ooh. Ooh.
6 on the last one now.
Okay.
So 2 successes.
2 successes total. Carlo, you're being pushed down. That blackness is growing black again. The darkness is seeping in all around. And you can feel your consciousness abate, like leaves in the wind. This is your last chance. This is your last roll.
You have 1 die.
Yeah.
Spend your willpower.
This is where it comes down. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm pulling for you, but I'm not going to sabotage our stakes. This is the roll. If you make this roll, you win. If you fail, Carlo Martino's consciousness is obliterated. You have a 50-50 chance.
Ooh, it all comes down to this.
Spend the willpower.
I think- Wait, can he spend his last willpower to roll willpower?
I don't think he
Hang
You
on.
will have no willpower. And he will be susceptible to any form of domination or presence.
He'll
You
be
give him a
susceptible
suggestion
to-
and he'll take it. Let
I'm
me...
only going to roll the die. I'm gonna do it. To the roll of the die.
Wait, hang on. Don't
Yeah.
do it yet, man. Don't do it, cause let me check the willpower on this. Cause look, everybody in that chat is rooting for you right now.
Throw it, boy.
IDKFA. IDKFA.
Try crying.
Page 267. Page 267.
Prove your soul's too pathetic to eat.
Dude, please don't let me go away. Oh my god, fucking
I
Carlo
can't. I don't
Vieira.
immediately see a rule that says he can't. But I
Oh.
feel like having 0 willpower might be like torpor or something. So
Severe depression.
I'm gonna allow it. But you're gonna be in a shit house. It's a shit
But I
house way to
kinda-
be. Hang on, wait. Let me.
But I kind of
give me-
want to.
What now?
I kind of want to just let the die roll. It's not fate decided.
yes!
You got a 50-50 chance. So wait, hang on. Let me look this up, and I'll let you decide. End of chapter. Come on, tell me what willpower does, you bastard. Willpower measures a character's inner drive, competence at overcoming unfavorable odds. Yeah, unlike other traits, permanent rating, temporary. Willpower likely fluctuate. It decreases by 1 point. Do something extraordinary. Self-control, gain automatic success. Eventually, the character will have no willpower left and will no longer be able to exert the effort he once could. A character with no willpower pool is exhausted mentally, physically, and spiritually, and have great difficulty doing anything as he can no longer muster the energy to undertake an action or cause. So,
we have
you can burn your last willpower. There is no rule against it.
I just become a need afterwards.
This is
Until you get willpower back.
Yeah.
Which you're not gonna want
But I
to do,
get-
but you know what? We will fucking force you to.
You can't force me if I'm too lazy to do if I have the willpower to do it. It's a perpetual. That's why when I kind of
But that means every time someone tries to dominate you, you just do it. So we can force you.
That's true.
all right. What are you
I
gonna
kinda
do,
wanna-
Adam? What are you gonna do?
I want to roll the die. Kind of.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're choosing this.
God.
All right, man. Let
Good
it-
luck.
The
The heart of the
can't
cards.
watch.
No, the heart of
Yeah.
the cards.
Fuck it up.
To do the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, heart of the cards. It's heart of the dice. Dungeon dice.
Dungeon
The
Dice.
audience
Watch.
watching this right now just really not know the fucking anxiety going through me right now. Oh,
Me too. You know how long it took me to find this character sheet, chat? Chat.
He doesn't want to have to ever look for it again. That's what he's doing.
Hey man, you're the one who blew all your willpower.
Adam, I will make you play that slutty Selkie on this fucking chronicle.
Yo. Here's a roll, guys. What? Oh, 9.
No!
Okay.
I feel like I had a near-death experience.
You feel alive now, Chaz?
No, I feel like I've lost my willpower. With a 9. You surge through the blackness. Light returns to your vision.
Thanks for
And the
bits.
rest of you.
Or whatever.
And the rest of you, currently gathered, I believe, in Xance's sitting room, sees Carlo Martino bolt awake suddenly.
Oh, we put him in the freezer, remember?
No, he put his cousin in the freezer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought he was hanging out with his cousin.
I suggested that would be funny, and Josh told me no. So my understanding is no.
Maybe. Did I even see it? Daestra? Maybe. No.
Oh, shout out to
Live this
HTG with the fucking bits.
Oh, it's he rolling?
You raining on us again tonight?
That looks like a 2, Adam.
It rolled when I moved the phone.
Adam
Only
confirmed we fudging dice rolls.
I forgot to have it like to shake to move. Yeah, it shakes the move.
Yeah, okay. We believe you,
But
Adam.
it was.
Look at this, I swear.
Uh,
It's okay, Adam. You're here with us now.
what's done is done.
We understand that you like to cheat.
Adam, you're Gen 9 right now, right?
Yes, Gen 9.
Now you're Gen 7.
Bump it up to 5. Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
You get those sweet trade increases.
okay, listen. I need help from everybody, including the chat.
Help me.
As you know, when you Diablerize somebody, we still need a roll from you. Was it conscience?
conscience. Yeah.
Do you feel bad about it?
Roll conscience, difficulty 8. Alright, but listen. So, as you know, when you Diablerize somebody, you are allowed to take one of their disciplines that they know. I never actually made a character sheet for this character because I didn't think I'd need one. I don't know what disciplines she would have. So, what I need from you guys is, what do you guys think? Just give me a list of what you think the funniest disciplines to give Carlo would be.
Temporis.
And we'll let him pick one of those.
Just straight up Temporis right now. It's like, yeah, she had Temporis 7.
Fleshcraft.
Temporis, let's give her some, you know what, fuck it. Some fucking Koldunic sorcery.
For some reason, she also had some werewolf gifts. That was really weird.
She had Visceratica for some reason.
Kineticism.
Anti-thaumaturgy.
Good idea, fly.
Oh, fucking thaumaturgical counter magic.
I sincerely doubt your cousin knows Fly. Also, you already have a character with Fly.
I want to fly an LK. I know.
I want another one. I want to be the flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah. Can't you let me be? Yeah, I know.
I need flight and vicissitude.
Stream spaghetti on people.
Actually,
her
if
a
memory
taste.
serves, I don't think you brought Carlo into the room with you with Louis. So
No, Louis did see him. Louis pointed at him out. I remember that.
right.
He was sitting in the chair, and we made a joke about him having an erection.
In which case, then you will see Carlo bolt awake as you descend the stairs, both glowing with power and looking extraordinarily ragged. Carlo, I confer upon you a +2 difficulty to all rolls until you get your willpower back.
Oh.
Aww.
Does that also include the self-control?
Nah, that's
Or is that
we're rolling to see if you feel bad.
no.
Not self-control, conscience.
Yeah. But self-control or conscience? Oh, yeah. Wrong preferred dice pool then.
Do-
Okay, what? 10 into 1.
10 and a 1. 1 success. So how do you feel with the knowledge that you have completely eaten your relative, drank their soul, utterly erased them from existence?
Horny.
I feel full.
Well, remember, drinking one's blood is equate to sex in Vampire, and it was his
Yeah.
cousin.
Ah, yeah, you know what?
Sexually satisfied. That's really not.
Sexually satisfied, but kind of empty, you know?
So what happened?
Like, no, I don't even know what happened before.
Carlo, good. You're awake. Time to go.
Ah!
Your dead buddy's in the freezer, by the way.
Wait, Klaus? In the freezer?
I'm right here. Good morning. How are you feeling? Hope you don't mind. I brought you and your cousin's friend corpse along. That's the one who's in the freezer. You'll know when you see him.
What happened? Yeah. What actually happened? I don't know.
Well, you went in with the task of seducing your cousin. I did all I could to help you, but it apparently you changed the plans pretty quick there, and well, we had a horde of zombies come after. Thank.
What
Is
happened to
Louis
the zombies?
still by us? As Cloud explains that scenario?
He's probably in the vicinity, yeah.
Carlo, there's a riot going on. Put that pull in your pants away. We need to get going.
Is my pasta pole okay?
Pasta pole. Man, words I didn't want to hear put together.
Well, put your penne and your two little gnocchis away.
It's my
empire
time
stuff to
meatballs.
do.
Wait, what do you mean? There's a or what's it called a revolt or what do you
Right.
what word do you use?
The
Right?
word was right. You didn't use either of those other words you just used.
I make up my own words. Is it the goals or who's rioting?
No, a bunch of petty gangs have decided they all want their own turf, and we're going to go quell this and nip this problem in the bud.
What about the Giovanni family? I guess I'm the head of it now. Of this little.
I'm not sure that works quite that way, but we'll come back to this issue later.
We're gonna circle back around. You know.
But of the certain dominance here, though, don't I?
I like the idea that Carlo like drank his cousin. Now he's all big for his britches and trying to tell you guys what to do. Hi, Ani, how's it going?
Hello.
And we
I
can
could
literally tell him to do anything.
You know.
Just Carlo, punch yourself in the face.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. No, man, trust me.
Like one bludgeoning damage.
As that happens, let's go back to Jabril. Jabril, if you remember last week, you received news from Zahid that some sort of terrible attack had befallen the homeless people you charged to watch your haven, the Spiritual Enlightenment Center.
Yes.
How do you go about getting home?
I suppose I'll just take a taxi.
A taxi.
Is Kane the taxi driver?
Ooh.
He could be if he wanted to just... Actually, this would be the perfect time for that since we're moving towards the climax. He just sits there spouting bullshit the whole ways.
It's like, so, you're from the Middle East. I used to live there.
X, you sound incredibly quiet suddenly.
Oh, sorry, I moved my mic. I'm fucking around with my earpieces. Hit. So yes, take a taxi. Come on.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this would work. Okay, let me ask you
You want
this.
Kane's stat sheet? Okay.
Oh, I've seen it. It's on Google. what sort of route will you tell the taxi to take? Because getting directly to the Spiritual Enlightenment Center will probably take you through the center of the riots, which means you'll probably end up getting involved in some of the violence. Or you can try to circumvent it, which will take longer.
Nah. Going straight. I'm just gonna tell him to run him over.
Just run through?
Yep. Just like, hey man, I know you probably don't want to do this, but I really need to get over there.
I mean, if it's Kane, he just teleports anyway. But why don't you give me a manipulation and either empathy or intimidation?
Well, the reason I don't is because I'm bad at it.
You know, it's almost like putting all of your stats into combat in a game that doesn't favor combat could be a bad idea. And
You say that, but how many times have we been in combat?
I mean, you are playing Anarchs. Also, most of that isn't by my design, I'll point out. I didn't even write...
We just build combat and make sure every encounter is just about combat. But just being hostile.
There you go.
Also, I'd like to point out that what's going on right now is nowhere near the Carlo arc that I wrote. Like, I have a complete...
You can't write a Carlo arc. You can't write a Carlo arc, Chaz. It just happens. It's...
I'm just holding on for dear life in my own chronicle at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Neither do I.
I have so many things I had to do that got waylaid.
You mean in your chronicle or as Zan's?
No, it's Zance.
How'd the roll come out, X?
You got one success.
One success is enough to convince the driver to take you through. As you sort of penetrate the city proper, it starts looking more and more like a war zone. You know, at first it's just a bunch of people on the streets. Strange for this time, even in Los Angeles, the amount of people staying on the street corners. Then it slowly escalates to rioting and the sounds of broken glass. Then you can see fires burning in the distance, pushing back the black of night with orange. Eventually, once you actually arrive at the Spiritual Enlightenment Center, it looks like an absolute battle has taken place. There's shattered windows all around you, though luckily it looks like the Enlightenment Center itself didn't take a hit, although your Guardian certainly did. There are at least 3 corpses in different stages of horrific mutilation, some of them completely dismembered. The chalk outlines are all over the street. Red sloshes of blood pool in the gutters and streak across the stonework. And you can see Zahid maintaining a remarkable facade of calm as he attempts to speak to what looks like a mortal detective or some sort of police officer and explain what the hell he witnessed here.
So, I will thank the taxi.
He says something cryptic from behind his sunglasses and doesn't really seem to drive away as much as disappear. Although I guess if it really was Kane, he would just sit there indefinitely.
Until you needed him.
It's like, God, I told him to leave, he just stayed. Alright, well, yes, I'll run over to Zahid and what is the matter?
Are you asking the cop or are you asking Zahid?
Zahid.
Zahid will extend a hand towards the chalk outlines on the ground as if it were the most obvious thing in the world. The cop will turn to you. Are you involved in this in any way? This your place?
Yes.
Zahid will sort of chime in. He's, my son? Scrunching his eyebrows, looking to you for a confirmation. The word rolls off of his tongue as though it's cumbersome and heavy.
Adopted.
Yeah, well, looks like your dad's having a hell of a night. This happened right outside your door, and you didn't see anything? As I told you, officer, I was awoken from a sleep by the sounds of violence. When I came to see what had transpired, this is what I was met with. Right, and none of them saw anything either, as he gestures to the gaggle of clearly traumatized homeless people sort of watching with detached morbidity. Bones himself, the de facto leader of these homeless people, seems to have gotten away with little more than just terrible slashes across his chest and over one eye. But beyond that, he seems no worse for the wear, although he is covered in somebody's blood if it's not his.
Ho ho. Well, officer, I'm sure there was a whole lot of things going on.
He sort of sighs. Christ, we haven't had shit like this happen since Fierro was on the force. Alright, just tell me if you see anything. I'm gonna dust something.
Very well.
You
We'll
think
be
you're
here.
better than me?
I do believe that's how it works, at least as far as V20. If that's changed at all, I don't... If that's changed at all in V5, I don't know, but I don't believe it has. But it is important to note that Zahid is a gangrel. He's actually not of the blood, which I assume is what Xavier meant by adopted.
Yes.
What would you like to do at this point?
Well, I would like to go check on my hobo.
Zahid will sort of put a hand on your shoulder as you move away. A word before you go.
Of course, Matt.
He'll sort of lean in so that only you can hear. This was a white. I got a look at it just before it absconded, took one of their number with it in its jaws like a dog. The infighting here has done terrible things to the moral fabric of many kindred, and I suppose one of them just couldn't handle it. If you intend to pursue this thing, expect it to be extraordinarily dangerous.
Well, if there's anything I've learned from living here, it's that this entire city is constantly dangerous. And I expect that something like this will happen probably very soon again.
Nights like these make me miss the quietude of the desert, don't they?
There's a simplicity in that.
I miss the nights when it was you and I, Scheherazade, in the night sky above. Although food wasn't as plentiful, so I suppose we must count our blessings where we find them.
Well, hopefully, we get to stay here and not have to go back to the... Not that I would particularly mind it, but I've grown fond of this place.
I've never purported to exert any command over you. You can do as you wish.
I just like to imagine Jabril and his mentor just sitting in the desert, like drawing in the sand with their fingertips. I'm bored.
Yeah, put some more of that Cajun spice on my scorpion.
So you two look at each other and be like, "You want to go to LA?"
I hear shit blows up there all the time.
Hell yeah, fam.
Zahid will nod and begin making his way inside, pushing open a blood-slicked door to re-enter the Enlightenment Center. I don't know if he's in LA, but he's around.
Alright, so... yeah. First things first, gotta check on the hobos.
As you draw near, you can see they've been roughed up terribly. There's green bruising beginning to form. There's they're streaked in blood and gore and ichor. They look like if they've received only the barest form of medical attention, and have otherwise just been completely ignored, watching from the sidelines after having given what was probably a very grueling testimony to the police officers. They sort of look up at you, and you can see this wide-eyed shock of terror running through them.
I suppose you're having a rough night.
That's supposed to be funny.
No, I'm terrible.
That's when you hit them with a, but not as rough as mine.
And then you pull out a dog.
Rough. How many of you were injured?
I don't know. Just about everybody to some extent. It started... You know, we thought we were in for a normal fight. These thugs started rolling up in the territory. We did what you said to do. We were protecting the place, and then midway through the fight, one of them just snapped. Something happened. Something came over his eyes like nothing I'd ever seen before, but there wasn't nothing human there. And I swear to God, maybe I need a drink, but it looked like he grew claws or something and just started attacking people. And then he grabs Jimmy around the neck in his mouth like a dog, and then just climbs up a wall. Like he was fucking demon-possessed.
Well, I could never rule out demons. They are crafty.
Satan covers himself with his trench coat and walks away out of the alley. He's also here right now.
You want to buy some death sticks? Who looks the most, injured?
Probably Bones himself. As I said, he's got some pretty bad slashes, so it looks like he might have jumped in at some point and tried to protect his group. Didn't do too well, clearly.
Give him some blood.
That's the plan. Looking pretty rough there. Should probably give him some blood.
He'll probably survive his injuries. Your bigger issue at the moment is that you have a Masquerade breach on your hands. If Zahid was correct, if this was a white, then you're basically dealing with a vampire who has hit humanity 0 and has just entered the last frenzy.
Murphy! Well then.
Wouldn't that be a kick in the nuts to all of our fans? Like, we finally bring Bob back, but it's like George Clooney guest starring on South Park when he was the turkey. So he just makes animalistic grunts the whole time.
Alright, yes. Then I will have to go deal with this white. And I'll look at Bones and say, like, if the wounds get worse, come find either me or anybody at this center. We should be able to help you, but you look like you'll survive. In the meantime, I have to go deal with this
Just say thing. Call him a
Say
thing.
it.
this problem.
Dehumanize him.
Problem, what are you gonna do? Buy him a Sears 2? That thing ain't normal.
Shh. I mean, yes, I understand it is not normal. But it is a problem, and it's my job to solve problems.
What are you, some kind of witcher?
Oh, I wish I got paid.
He has one steel kukri and one silver kukri.
I hope I don't need to use the silver one. Oh my god, I did murder that elder fucking werewolf.
You are
God.
Geralt. No.
I'm an albino. As I get paler. Alright. So yes. And you said this thing went up the building?
He'll point to a nearby rooftop. Went that way. Dragged them the whole way up. And as you sort of like squint in the dim light, you can see that there's a couple drops of blood that sort of like pour over the side.
Then I guess I'll have to hunt it down.
Alright, with that, we will go back to the other group. As you are
So
exiting... Well,
you mean
we're
18 franchise? Not sitting that.
God damn it.
I try not to use A team and B team because you're all important to me.
A-Team used to be Byrick, Xance, and Jabril. But we can't just put Adam by himself in B-Team.
By the highest generation or someone?
Oh
Good
no.
night, Ed.
Adam.
Alright, good night, Imp. Hey, thanks for hanging out even for just a second. We love you, buddy.
Byrick is actually an elder now.
This is true.
So,
Adam, do you think you're better than me?
Not yet. Not yet. We're gonna work me out with the family little by little.
we'll call you Team Dummy Thick and Team Best Girl. How's that? So we return to Team Dummy Thick. As you're exiting El Casa de Xance, Louis will ask, well, my driver or yours?
My drivers have had a rough night the past couple of nights. I'll get in your car. Also, there's no way I'm driving my Phantom through a riot in LA. Or having somebody drive my Phantom in a riot in LA.
Well, you would know that McNeil lives in the Hollywood Hills, so...
Still,
You believe we're going through the violence, so you're far more adventurous than I thought. Also, Louis had a French accent this whole time. I'm sorry, I'm very...
Hon. Laughs and croissants.
do you remember what that guy at the LARP told you, how he prepares his accents?
Remind me, because I vaguely remember what he said, but I always default that to Murphy.
He said that he prepared his Irish accent by saying the word potato over and over again. Until he
Potato.
felt like he got it right. You don't remember?
I do remember. I do. That's what I'm saying. I usually, I have defaulted that technique to Bob. Going, what did he say? Was it spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. With the flair on spaghetti.
I don't think that would work for me. I don't think I could go potato till I got it right. I think.
Potato.
By the way, monsieur, and he'll sort of lean in. At some point, you will have to give me the details of whatever happened at the Giovanni mansion. That must be one hell of a story.
Next time you and I have a private conversation, I will regale you with the details.
I do look forward to it.
Potentially they may be under new management soon, though. Preferably more amicable to us.
He will give you a knowing smile as a very sleek blue Rolls pulls up around the corner, the door of which he opens himself. My friends?
Count to 100.
Mon ami, I say as I step into the car.
As you step in, you can see the car's being driven by his child, his trophy wife, Catherine Dubois, who you've met a couple times. She was in the previous chronicle. She will nod respectfully, but otherwise not acknowledge you overmuch. And as the 5 of you pile in, so shall we discuss our plan now?
Now's as good of a time as any. So I'm assuming everybody's here except Jabril then?
Unless somebody wants to sub out or opt out.
Yeah, I'll be there. I was requested after all.
Indeed.
I was requested for an assassination.
I don't really know what we're doing, man.
To be the Mosul?
Should we clue our dear friend Mr. Giovanni in tonight's festivities?
It might help.
It might be more of a hindrance.
Let's find out.
So there might be a hindrance to the other party.
Carla, long story short, there's too many little gangs of anarchs vying for power in LA, and we as, let's say, the leaders of the anarch movement need to pull the reins a little bit in.
Okay.
And so we're going to go talk to Mr. McNeil about accepting a political position.
Or force him into one.
I see. I shall partake.
that's a dangerous thing to say when you still got some of your cousin running down your cheek.
I shall
It's
partake.
like having a little bit of spaghetti sauce stuck in your mustache.
I guess I can go for some haggis.
In
He's
that
gonna have
case,
a-
I think our best chance at success is to do as I said to you previously. We let the Bruja think that this was his idea. He talks about the baronies when he was a child. We simply asked him to do things his way. And if not, well, that is why our friend is here. And I'm sliding far German. I'm on no sleep again. We're gonna get this. We're gonna.
As we already learned from the previous session, it's very easy for the Germans to slide into the French.
I'm not the fromage.
Right. So somehow I do that backwards. I try and do a German accent and slip into French. French.
Nah. You want the baguette?
I've pinwheeled English straight into Jamaican, so who knows what the fuck is wrong with me?
Well, that's just old English.
It's just funky English.
Sleepy
We'll lead
Adams
with-
in chat.
Still here. No.
Barely.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
Friend.
Well, we'll lead
Beyond
with
the-
diplomacy and hope we don't need
I'm rolling with willpower to stay awake.
You have none.
Adam, you don't have willpower.
No, I've lost my willpower.
Adam, how do you do that? You were the first person in our Demon Chronicle to run out of faith. You're the first person in As long as I've been playing Vampire in my entire fucking life, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody blow all of their willpower. You have a gift, friend.
A gift of feel.
He's also the only person. He's also the only person in our Changeling Chronicles to get poofed out of existence.
Oh man, I can't wait to see your mummy.
Too bad Tom took the weeb option on that one.
I took the meme option.
I wanna put forth a petition that Xavier shouldn't be allowed to make Adam's characters anymore. And I only say that not because I don't appreciate the characters that Xavier makes, but because when we leave Adam to his own devices, that's how we get shit like Carlo Martino.
That's fair.
I will not second this.
Did Xavier make the extraordinary horny lolly satyr, or was that Adam?
That was Xavier.
Okay, well.
You mean the lolly drug dealer?
Yeah, that one with the cocaine smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xavier only added the lolly drug dealer. Adam put the rest of his own flourishes on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think a character
He
is
wasn't
better.
even a drug dealer. He just wanted to steal drugs.
That is true.
Carlo Martino is an original. OC, do not steal. Go ahead and steal.
Don't steal Waluigi, guys.
Yeah.
Adam still hasn't used his
I did do it.
No, not the firearms. You still haven't used your herd.
I think I did it once.
You got hurt?
Yeah.
First time I've heard of it. If I weren't already crazy.
No, Carlos used a gun. Remember, he threw it at a car
Yeah.
and thought he blew it up.
It blew up, Chaz. It worked. I have 4 dozen firearms. I'm an expert.
Yeah, you're a doctor of bullets.
Yeah.
And
So we're driving in the car.
Basically, this is your chance to sit down and talk about how you expect this to go down and come up with a plan.
I'll say personally, I think McNeil's just as sick of this bullshit as the rest of us are. He's just as too proud to admit that his ideology and philosophies don't seem to work as well amongst other people who don't share them as he'd like to think.
But he's probably still stubborn in his way, though. It's gonna be hard to convince him.
This is such a tragic
He's only
view
like 400.
to take when it comes to McNeil. He truly believes that what he is doing is the right way, is the correct way, will give the greatest chance at the greatest on life to, well, those that survive to see it, if we can be honest. However, he is wrong, it does not work. I am loath to put it in such simple terms, but we all have eyes, we all have ears. We've all suffered enough. But I can only hope you are right.
We will have to seize freedom for ourselves before freedom can be given to everyone else, unfortunately. Not that I personally like that idea.
Speaking of ideas I am not fond of, Monsieur Ash, should the unfortunate necessities arise that your services are required tonight, how would you like this to, how you say, go down, as the kids say?
Do you say that with like the Lottie fully assembled in your lap?
Just petting it.
Like a cat.
And then the Lottie meows.
You just got a plate on the side that says mittens.
No,
Night,
its
Arnie,
name.
have a good one.
Its name is Buttons.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you actually want to name it Buttons and refer to it as Buttons henceforth, I will allow it to do +1 damage. Permanent.
Done.
The Lottie's name is now Buttons. And now I gave you a ranged weapon that does 9 dice of damage. Whatever, fuck it. Xavier has power armor. I don't care anymore.
I like to, like, there's that brief moment where Byrick Ash is petting his Lottie. Brief flashback to that moment of him as a human child at 8 years old with his little pet cat. Flashback to the present.
Some things never change.
I mean, at a certain point, Yusuf, it's just diminishing returns. But, I mean, if my chronicles are going to go up in flames anyway, I might as well bring the fucking accelerant.
As if you wish for my interventions, then there's two major ways that I can see this going. I could bring Buttons here just to make sure, or when negotiations break down, I could turn out the lights.
I will leave that to your discretion. What should be our signal that we should use? Morning, Yorkie. How's it going, buddy?
It's not morning yet. Enough for another hour and 15 minutes.
At least not in God's.
Carlo won the digestion process. That's the most perfect summary of what just happened that I have ever heard.
Does he not have to poop out his cousin?
So Carlos just sitting in the limo, his gut hanging out with his pants unbuttoned. He's got a whole human body's worth of blood in his stomach.
That's gross.
Adam.
Hmm?
Adam.
I'm still here, kind of.
I can
Welcome
see
back.
I can see you not enough.
Yeah. No. Sleepy Adams in the chat? No.
Flirtus is on.
Yo, Valernos did it before I said it.
Well, what do you think would be a subtle hint?
Car?
Gunfire is always a good hint.
This is true, but that's not very subtle now, is it?
Brick and window?
Huh, what about Viva la Revolucion?
I don't speak Spanish, I speak Italian. God damn it.
No. Oh my god. I have a story. There was... Okay.
I don't speak Spanish.
So I regret to inform you that I come from a fairly traditional Italian family, and there was a bit of an undercurrent of racism, I can't lie. I have thankfully managed to transcend that, but... Yeah, so, there was a point in my life when I was interested in learning Italian, because traditional Italian family, our heritage is a big fucking deal for some reason. And I remember saying, I was talking to my uncle about this, who was the fucking paisan, Guido's the wrong term, but he was like the Italian guy. basically, if you... I was telling Kyle this, but if you take my uncle's voice down an octave, that's Antonio. He's the one that I'm basically making fun of whenever I do my super stereotypical Italian guy. So I spoke to him in Italian to show him, hey, look, I'm learning. And he looks at me and he squints his eyes up and goes, no, I don't think that's Italian. That sounds like Spanish. Because he doesn't know what a fucking language tree is.
He slaps you across the face and says, "You just insulted my father."
I really wonder how much Italian your uncle actually knew.
He knew how to swear. He wasn't fluent, so...
Suck my balls.
I'll just turn to Carlo. And I'm like, it's French, you ignorant slut.
Carlo, you
My
ignorant slut.
Like my cousin was a slut, and I sucked her dry.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Now the question is, do you want me entering the institution along with you? Would you wish me to wait outside?
Again, I leave that to your discretion. This sort of uncomfortable work is something I assume you are more familiar with than I. And I would not propose to tell you how to do your job, for lack of a better term.
You might as well come in, Byrick. You're one of the Anarch big boys around here. It's not gonna be weird for you to walk in the building. Just might have to go with a Mauser instead of a Lottie, though.
Why don't you just challenge him to a duel or something? He's like 300 years old, right? You could just be like, hey, I challenge you to a duel.
And then tell him Highlander rules. There can be only one.
Though, given he's got 300 years of melee experience, so I hope your melee is high.
It's not.
What kind of Canadian are you?
My brawl is moderate.
Okay,
I mean,
that's the one. Yeah, that's the more Canadian for being realistic here.
Could I get a perception alertness check from everybody in the car currently?
Hang on,
Comes to get hit with
my
an
character
RPG
sheet.
right now.
Alright, I got my character sheet.
It's a
Just
difficulty 6 for everybody except Carlo, who's rolling at an 8.
Said
I got
perception alertness.
Yes.
do the Carlo mode.
2 successes.
Same.
Wait, what was it? Perception alertness?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fucking thing. I got 4 successes.
2 successes.
Can I spend 2 of my successes to negate Adam's successes?
That'd be funny.
I see
but
the
no.
inside. I just see the inside of my eyelids.
I'm just checking to see if they're see-through. If they're not,
Not yet.
The car is drawing near to McNeil's mansion at this point, and as it begins to make the climb up the hill upon which his mansion rests, you do see what appears to be a flicker of orange light from the crest of the hill, and though you can't see the house itself, there does appear to be flames.
Oh, should I mention that I have my Eyes of the Abyss activated?
isn't it always?
You can just no. He has controllable night sight now, so he can turn it on and off.
Like a Witcher.
So, yeah, it's entirely optional to you. You can just tell me when you want to use it and when you don't. I don't even think it requires a roll. I think
Yeah, it's just boop.
just and go. And
Now
stop.
they're on there. On, off, on, off, on, off.
I like to imagine you're actually doing the whole opening or dilating your pupils at will.
Or you could do the pirate thing and have one always on.
But then I'm gonna have to cover it.
Yeah, with
And
an
then I'm
eye
gonna-
patch.
Adam, you can do it,
Yeah, I'm
buddy.
still here.
You can do it, buddy.
Adam, come
So
on,
here-
spend that willpower.
I'm still here for another hour. Ah,
It's an extended willpower roll.
Oh, so, well,
Yeah.
I hate to tell you this, Adam, but we're going an extra hour tonight.
well, good luck with that.
Don't
one.
get
Kidding,
people's
To make-
hopes up like that.
To make up for all that lost time that Adam was spent looking for his character sheet. Adam, you
Yeah,
owe it.
I don't know nothing. You're graced by my presence. Just kidding.
Whoa.
It's kidding.
Whoa.
Adam, I
Yeah.
just want to point out to you that the main reason I did not excise your personality from existence the minute your cousin hit 10 is because our audience likes you so much. So you kind of owe them your life right now. Just food for thought.
So you guys did this. You kept my suffering alive. Just kidding.
Yeah. Why won't you let me die?
Yeah.
Okay, back to Jabril. Jabril, you have reason to be on the hunt at the moment.
Yes.
What the bloody hell?
What do you do?
Well. I suppose I should follow that blood trail.
Okay, I won't ask for a climb. Or are you actually? I should ask. Are you gonna like climb in front of the hobos? Are you gonna like find a fire escape? How are you gonna get up to the rooftop?
Fire escape.
You could have just put your fingers in the hole in the wall the other dude made.
Yeah, he already made handholds for me. What a nice guy.
All right. You follow the blood trail, and as you make your way up a fire escape, you can see that the trail ends in what looks like this massive, like, dragging smear that seems to cross one rooftop to the next, to the next, to the next. It's almost like following some sort of, like, great wild dog bounding from rooftop to rooftop. Eventually, once you make it about 4 or 5 rooftops, you do see what looks like the stripped remains of a rib cage, a dislocated leg, a horrific scene strewn with gore. The trail seems to end here. What do you do at this point?
I will activate my
Activate what? You cut out.
Auspex.
Ooh, I like that. Which, like, what dot of Auspex are you using?
First one?
Okay.
I don't think the other 3 are gonna do.
Done deal.
Look
And
for souls.
what sense are you highlighting or heightening?
I'm gonna go with smell.
Okay.
You're gonna smell that smelly, dirty little boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you're gonna track this guy like a dog?
Yes. A bloodhound. I forgot I have
Bloodhound?
candy corn or harvest corn.
Why don't you give me a perception survival?
That I can do very easily.
And
And it's
I'm going to knock 2 off the difficulty, so you're rolling at a 4.
Hell yeah. That's not a D6. Oh, that is a D. Nice. That is 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. So, you almost attune yourself to the sanguine reek of blood and offal and bile. And as you step away from the body, you just try and zero in on it. It's very slight, as you are not a werewolf or something with necessarily that sort of sense, but with a heightened sense of smell, you can carve out a rudimentary trail with 4 successes. Eventually, at the very edge of the neighborhood, the trail seems to dead end at a condemned building. It might have been some kind of tenement once, but looking at it, the conditions must have been completely awful. It looks like one of those buildings they would often talk about during the Depression, when you would have 4 or 5 families to a room, and the dilapidation of the building, the boarded up walls, all of it just makes this look like a gravestone sticking up from the city streets, a relic of a bygone time. As you approach, you can see that one of the boards on the windows has been pried loose, and it does seem to shake ever so slightly in the breeze. Adam.
Still here. You know. Just trying to pass the willpower seems.
Well, Adam, what do you do now?
Wake up. That was all a dream. I'm still in the battle of the darkness.
Well, did you get any successes, though?
No, I still live. Carl Martino did. And Bob's character came in and just killed us both.
What the fuck are you saying?
It's like then Bob.
Adam, I'll remind you.
Yeah.
Carlo Martino's dead. Carlo Giovanni. Now that you have 2/3 Giovanni blood inside of you, is still alive for now.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Could you imagine if we saw Adam fall asleep on camera and he had like a sleep paralysis episode?
Oh, the poor guy. That would be terrifying for everybody.
True horror role-playing.
His cousin's still giving him the suck.
Oh wait, it's painful Giovanni bites. Never mind. Into that.
So like, yeah.
So yes, should probably go inside this.
Chat is Adam sleeping.
All right. How do you enter? I assume you're doing so stealthily. Are you using any sort of obfuscate?
Yes.
2?
Thanks, HCG.
What are those fucking cam girl fucking sex toys that like can be controlled
Sibian?
Yeah, no, the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Can we get one of those for like a shock collar for Adam so the chat can wake him up?
I was weirdly enough, I was thinking the same thing, but it was like we install it in the chair and just buzz him.
You definitely wake him up.
Put the two ideas together. Right? We get Adam a sex toy, and he has to like fucking sit pantsless over a chair that has no fucking like middle like a toilet seat. And just, every time he starts to fall asleep, just push a button, boom, shoots a dick right up his ass.
Xavier, I thought I was
Better
taking
lube
that in a
up.
weird direction for a second. And then you started talking. Maybe I should thank you.
Chaz isn't the weird one. It's everyone else in this crew.
Yeah. Chaz the most normal person we know.
Oh dear God, I'm so sorry.
Now switch my well, I'll turn on my Eyes of the Beast and switch my aspects to my.
That's what I thought so too, Daestra, so let's are the two evils.
You're gonna
Okay.
pull a black
Only my
dynamite.
black sword.
Let's say you're gonna pull a black dynamite, Xavier, and throw your kukri, and then enter. And then when the battle starts, your kukri will enter the room.
Aha!
Hit your opponent.
I gotta activate my Sharingan.
I love that movie. Ha! I threw that shit from the room. I threw that shit before I came in the room.
Okay, so I'm going to ask for a wit stealth roll, difficulty 7x. If you are trying to squeeze through this this sort of flapping board without making noise.
Can do. Difficulty 7, you said?
Yeah.
That is 3 successes.
Okay, so you are able to deftly slither through this crack in the wall. Well, crack in the facade, the portal, the entryway. You are able to get through with nary a sound. As you step through, it is pitch dark, which your eyes of the beast immediately mitigate. It looks as if the inside of this room has been turned into some sort of makeshift hovel. There's a very threadbare mattress on the ground, a blanket, and not much else. Not much in the way of personal belongings. Just empty, dirty floor strewn with detritus. Doesn't look like it's been tended to in a very long time. And sort of curdled in a fetal position is
Destroy him.
a creature you can immediately recognize as a vampire. A young man. Maybe late teens. He doesn't look very old at all. And his clothes are in a terrible state of disarray, streaked with blood, torn in several places. His shoes on his feet have been completely ripped to shreds as these wicked-looking claws are actually extending from his toes, tearing through the shoe leather. Likewise, you can see a pretty impressive set lining his hands as he grasps his own shoulders, and there's this sort of deep, guttural, bestial growl that seems to emanate from him as he reflexively draws breath that you know he doesn't need, in and out, rumbling like a sack full of stones grinding together. And he reeks of the blood and offal that you've been trailing here.
Oh! I will attempt to use my telepathy.
Telepathy? Interesting.
That honestly feels like one of those moments where Superman created a superpower for himself.
I'll use my
God.
vampiric telepathy! Oh, no.
I didn't know you had Auspex that high. Isn't that like Auspex 4?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because you've been working on that combo discipline.
For so long.
Combo discipline?
Which combo discipline are you trying to get?
Drop the soul. Quiet is 5, Auspix 4, additional 24 XP. It is expensive.
Do you not know about the existence of combo disciplines, Kyle?
No, I do. I just didn't know which one it was.
Ah.
There's a couple I'm aiming for.
They're pretty dope.
I too have been working towards combo disciplines.
This is new news to me. Which ones are you working on?
Mostly Curse the Laurel, just in case anybody ever stakes me. As well as the one that looks...
Like, Zance has a backup plan for the backup plan. It's pretty great to watch. You're like a weird corporate vampire Batman.
Batman is corporate.
That's true. But you know what I realized lately? Like, if you read the new Iron Man comics, like, he's always talking about, like, shareholders and patents and all the stuff actual CEOs deal with. Bruce Wayne just doesn't give a shit. Like, he never even mentions the fact that he's the head of this huge corporation and has seats on the board and all this stuff. It's once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Well, is Wayne what the fuck is this company?
Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, is Wayne Enterprises publicly traded or not? Because that decides if he deals with that.
I actually don't know. I assume it depends on the version of Batman we're talking about. Because, hell, in half of them, it's Wayne Foundation and the older ones.
And I'm also working towards getting denial of Aphrodite's kiss. In case some asshole tries to use a mental or social discipline on me.
No.
I can do the no you!
I don't think there's any Mythosaria combo discipline, so I haven't been working on that.
Okay, Intelligence Subterfuge at a difficulty 5.
I can do that. Woohoo! 2 successes.
2 successes. So you reach out into this creature's mind, you try to tap into it. And you are immediately met inside your own mind with this bestial roar. It's not like reaching into the mind of a person or another vampire. It's as if you had tried to tap into the most rabid wolf. And instantly, its eyes pop open. You can see he starts growling, almost this red foam forming in the corner of his mouth as on all fours he begins to stalk around like a dog. His eyes sweeping the room. What thoughts did you try to project into his head?
Pokemon.
I'll ask him if you are you truly a beast?
I'd say you received your answer.
Shame. Then I suppose there's nothing left to do now but to put it down. Like the animal it is.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, how long have you been sitting on that one? There was a little bit too much edge on that for that to not have been honed.
Truly, if this thing would just, wantonly drain people's blood, it should probably be put down. No, this creature's excuse is it's a mindless beast. Alright. Did you want to switch back to them before we do combat, or?
Okay, let's do that. Back to Team Dummy Thick. You roll up to the, Oh god, I just realized what I'm about to do. This will only lead to disappointment. You roll up to McNeil's mansion. You can see the gates of the mansion have been torn asunder. The flames seem to be coming from a car parked unceremoniously in his front door, and are currently scaling the front of his domicile. The guards that he normally has petitioned out front are currently lying in a heap in his front yard, some riddled with bullets, some with heavy brunt force trauma that might have come from the car itself, others maimed.
Well, it seems as though negotiations have already broken down.
Points to Lottie out the window.
Points buttons.
I'm sorry, yeah, buttons. Oh man, you totally can just start taking them out while they're climbing the walls. They won't expect that out of a Rolls Royce.
Just
sounds
another
fun.
way that one person keeps them down.
That sounds fun. Yeah, I'll open fire on whatever the fuck's climbing up his domicile.
The fire? The flames?
Oh, I thought...
I thought you said,
No,
I thought you said there were people climbing up. Okay.
I did not. I was describing the fire. Is my style of jamming too verbose? Do I lead people astray? Huh. Food for thought. Anyway. So far you don't immediately see anybody currently still living or animate in the front yard. What would you like to do? Adam.
Okay. So
Adam, I want you to know that everybody here appreciates you so much. And you are the light of so many people's lives. Don't let that light
Wake
wink
the
out.
fuck
Adam.
up.
Don't let that light wink out.
but the light has to take a blink every so often, a long blink.
A long blink.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. Carlo's just sleepy after a big meal.
I had a full pasta meal.
Well, enjoy it. Be a shame if you missed out on that brisket because you were sleeping.
Light emitting diode light bulb.
If only I was playing my demon, I could just bust a water pipe to fix this problem.
Apocalyptic form. Oh, there we go.
Fixes everything.
Louis will immediately exit the car with a look of concern on his face and begin hurriedly approaching the mansion.
I'll get out of the car as well, brandishing buttons, and undo my fucking blinding night vision now.
Yeah, everything's a little bit too bright. You're starting to get some mean, wicked lens flare. What about the rest of you?
No, it's every movie from 2012 onward.
Cowboys versus aliens?
I was gonna say the Star Trek reboot. I'll step out and put like some sunglasses on.
Oh, it was you who bought my stuff. Fair warning, my writing style has changed since I think I wrote that in 2016. You'll see. Hopefully you'll see the new stuff soon in the writing channel on the Discord. You should join the Discord, guys. There's a writing channel. Kyle, what about you?
I guess I'll just follow the rest of the group in. Seems like the party's gotten started before we got here.
We didn't start the party. It's always been burning.
Important question. How do you enter the house?
Oh, my ass isn't going in. So remember that ghost that we helped? The one who I returned her fetter to her.
Yeah, which
I'm
she
going
asked you to bury for her.
Yes, which I did last session.
Okay.
And so I'm going to call up her soul, which is going to be a little bit more difficult now that I don't have a fetter for her.
All right.
And
How do you sort of how do you intone this ritual in the middle of a combat-strewn front yard?
I'm gonna imagine that it's sort of looking at death, thinking, reflecting on death, and with so much death around, it becomes a little easier to bridge that gap as these souls are fleeing their bodies.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Let's call that a difficulty 5. But anyway, continue as you were. It was a good idea.
And with that, it's just kind of without a focus on the breath, more of the focus on the name, the person, the fetter, where it is, where her soul is. I'm going to roll to start to call upon her soul and asking for her assistance.
Danielle will appear before you, the vision of her corpus distorted by the billowing smoke and the dance of the flame. She takes a look behind herself. You folks do seem to get yourselves into interesting situations, don't you? Don't you, Adam?
Yes, we do.
Without missing a beat. I fucking love you, buddy.
I was like, if I did those off, then you're like, okay.
You will see that I've returned your fetter to your gravesite.
And as I promised, I'm here to help.
In which case, I may need your assistance. I can't exactly step into that burning building, but I think on your side, it's not quite so on fire.
Oh, you should see it from my side.
You.
Hideous place. A lot of sadness happened there.
Boo-hoo!
But
A lot of French decor.
This is beyond our conversation at the moment. And Kyle, once again, the venturer is talking to himself. Carlo, do you interject at any point now that you see a necromantic ritual happening? I'm pretty sure Mark Zantz has used necromancy far more times than Carlo has this chronicle, and that's hilarious.
I think I might be able to see her now.
Oh, do tell.
So I bumped my Auspex to 2, so I have Soul Sight now.
Soulsight lets you read auras when you're deliberately trying to, but actually you might be right. You know what? Just for shits and gigs, we'll say sure.
I can at least see the aura, even though I can't see the being, because it does say mortals and supernatural beings.
Okay.
It's like, oh, you're talking to this glowy ring here now. This is fun. Why did I decide to learn this?
As you just see Mark Xanth's just diablery aura just oozing up, talking to a pale little light.
Also, Carlo's aura now dances with thick black swirls.
As you look to everybody else in the coterie and you see the exact same thing.
Yep. It's just normal.
No, I have deceptive aura.
Look in a mirror, I'm like, I'm normal. Look back, what the fuck?
You still have the black streaks. You need hidden diablery.
Alright. So you can never know what I'm thinking via my aura.
Yeah. You just look like a regular dude. With black streaks.
As rare as you can be.
I also have black streaks, but all of my clan does. So if you assume that, that's kind of racist.
Would that not be clanist?
There you go, yeah.
So I am studying the ability to see as you people see. But if you could offer me some assistance in this scenario, could you tell me if there's any people inside of there? I'm particularly looking for a rather strapping Scottish fellow. And he might need some assistance.
She'll nod, and you see her sort of run in the direction of the building. What are the rest of you?
I will turn to everybody and tell them I have sent a ghost in as reconnaissance.
Will the ghost make it out? Does fire hurt ghosts? Does my cult know that fire hurts ghosts?
You're the necromancer here.
I'm learning from you.
So,
if he is in there,
Creepy ghost here.
Sans, if he is in there, or are you suggesting we go and pull him out, or?
Oh, somebody should go pull him out. Probably not me.
Hold on. It looks
Fire.
like our frames are dipping. And we're good. Back in the green. Okay. OBS got a little tired there.
Not all of us get cool subbot training that makes us immune to fire. Fire fear, not actual fire, obviously.
You could
Just
give that
immune
to
to
us.
fire.
Have you so choose?
If you want to give me the Sabbat fun ritual that makes me not afraid of fire, that'd be cool.
You talking to me?
Oh no, just in general. But I like
The other person who's got Sabbat training.
I like to imagine that Byrick Ash's soul just looks like a disco ball on fire.
So you're saying great balls of fire?
Yes. It's like the disco ball is just so confusing to read, but it's on fire, so I know he's eating people.
It's very bizarre to look at, but also really fun.
That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for my ghost reconnaissance to come back.
All right, what about the rest of you?
Charging to the building? That's kidding. No.
It seems like a bad idea to you flaming death. So I'm gonna chill. What happened to Louis? Is he still like chilling with us, or did he run off?
He is in the vicinity. But he is definitely he's got a very worried look on his face.
Your party's full. You can swap out a member.
Louis, what's happening here? And don't say the building's on fire.
The roof is on fire.
Oof, our internet is doing a big oof right now, and it's making me worried. Is it not obvious? McNeil is under attack. We have to do something. I know not what. And you can see as he looks up at the fire that the primal fear is seizing him. He's holding it at bay for the moment. It's not full-blown rot Shrek, but he's not happy.
I'm loading like my revolver. I was like, oh no, yeah, we're getting ready in case anybody comes out of there.
You see Danielle come charging out. Yeah, there's people in there, like a lot. Maybe 20. And it sounds like there's some kind of fight going on upstairs.
There's combat on the second floor, everybody, and about 20 combatants. I'm not sure who's going to be on our side and who's not going to be. But don't bother with the first floor.
Does your scout know exactly where the combatants would be from where we're standing?
Danielle, relatively, do you think you could point out to me where the main kerfuffle's happening? The brouhaha?
She points to a bedroom upstairs. The others downstairs are scattered. They're ransacking the place, I think. It's a little hard to tell on my side. Not everything's in the same place, but it looks like they've made a hell of a mess. And that's saying something.
Looting. You don't tolerate that here in LA.
I will point to the bedroom and I will be like, McNeil's probably right around right there. And I will point to the first floor and I will say, the looters and the interlopers are all going to be around here as I point to the bottom floor.
So is there a window you think we ought to slip through? Or
We could probably try going around the back. I doubt that part's on fire yet.
fun?
Or no.
It's been a while since I ran it.
Well, the house. We just cut a hole in the ground floor to make it fall to the first floor.
Carlo, I'm gonna need you to stop talking.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So most of the looters are on the first floor.
Yeah, if you want to pick off the little small fries first, I understand. But I believe if McNeil's in any sort of combat, he's probably up there as I point to the bedroom.
Well, I can open fire onto the bedroom, but I can't assure that it won't hit any of McNeil or McNeil's forces or him himself.
Well, do whatever pleases you.
Whatever, bruh.
Do you remember the last time you told me that?
I do, so I say do so with discretion. I suppose we should take out the... We should start from the bottom and work our way up. Well, my gun's loaded.
Now remember, you can't blame the Nazis anymore, so you have to switch it over to communism.
Oh, that's way easier.
I know, right?
I mean, it is the right time.
McCarthy comes out. What's going on here? It was the commies.
Say no more.
I understand. You may execute with extreme prejudice.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the where the gates are,
Okay.
and aiming about where Zant said the looters were are, with buttons. I'm gonna open fire.
Okay.
Strafing fire.
Can I have a percentile roll from you, please?
Yes, you may, but only since you said please. That's 92.
Please roll your Dex firearms, and don't forget to add your celerity.
I should really pump up celerity. Just to get a stupid high.
Do you have a theme song for when Byrocash opens fire in your head?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Not particularly.
I posed at the
Mine is currently Dance at the Sugar Plum Fairy, so...
Let's see.
You
1,
made an interesting playlist.
5, 6,
Hey, man.
7. 7 successes.
Okay. Roll damage.
So that's 6 plus 9. 15.
I imagine it's something like in the Hall of the Mountain King.
You mean
1,
the version
2,
by the
3,
heavy metal
4,
band
5,
Sabotage?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Okay. You aim buttons at
Oh, wait. Sorry. Forgot the extra 1 damage now. 12.
You aim buttons up at the upper bedroom and fire. As you do so, the entire wall of the bedroom explodes into flinders. You have torn the bedroom itself wide open. There is the vague sound of a pop as what seems to smell like vitae comes raining down, and as the smoke clears, as the flinders fall, there's about 5 different combatants. Hot Trash Gaming, Eric, thank you for subbing. You're awesome.
Also insane.
Little bit.
Wait, that means he has...
You have access to all the emotes
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah,
You're the only one.
Emote.
Oh, did he sub at a tier 2?
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, my guy. We are
why I call
not
him
worth the
insane.
amount of money you spend on us.
Killed me.
I'm sorry that
Turbo
broke me a
emote.
little bit. Holy crap! I'm immensely humbled, but also I feel like our show isn't worth it. I'm glad you think so, though.
I'm trying.
As the flinders rain to the floor,
The shock collar.
there is a severed pair of legs that sort of tumbles down off the new ledge and lands plop in the front yard. Beyond it, you can see about maybe 6 other combatants, one of them being McNeil, frozen with a two-handed sword in mid-swing, as all 6 of them just look at the wall that just erupted.
I'm gonna wave at them. McNeil, the cavalry's here.
At this point, I would like everybody, including Xavier, to go ahead and give me initiative rolls.
I don't think he would believe it's cavalry. I'm pretty sure he thinks that's fucking armor.
The artillery.
I was in the cavalry, so technically, it's not wrong.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh.
What was initiative again?
20. Don't feel bad. Everybody asked that the first couple times. It's one. You roll 1 die, and then you add your dots and dex plus your dots and wits.
Got it.
We need to post a video in like the Dank Memes or something of like an actual Lottie being fired, just so people can have some kind of semblance of an idea of how powerful that gun is.
It is big.
Firing shells so big people up to 6 feet away are feeling it.
Alright.
It's only
Pushing it.
20 millimeters.
Posting it in dank memes.
Oh, okay.
X. How'd you do on initiative?
14.
14. Kyle.
11.
Byrick.
6.
Ouch. Did you add your celerity to that?
7.
Okay. Adam.
10.
And Josh.
I got 12.
Not bad. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Okay. So the dumbfounded gang. 2 of them are going to pull firearms and move to the ledge. The other 3 are going to continue melee combat with McNeil, who I guess I'll just put in initiative as 8. So the guys with the firearms are going to aim for Mr. Byrick Ash and take shots. The first guy got one success. Oh, that's not even fucking worth it. Do you care enough to roll to soak something that's not actually going to damage you?
No.
So he basically pings you in the shoulder and does no appreciable damage because the bashing damage is immediately halved. The other guy takes his pot shot. He does a little bit better. Bang! The crash of his shot rings out and misses you completely. The guys that are currently meleeing McNeil...
Bully him like Green Lantern.
3 each, so 5. We'll go... Who wants to roll for McNeil for me?
I volunteer Kyle.
Okay. Kyle, would you please roll... You have to have fortitude. Okay, you do. Give me 7 dice to soak.
6, 7. I need a 6, right?
Yeah.
1, 4.
4 soak. So they, the gang begins wailing on McNeil with pipes, with knives, with axes, fire axes, whatever they can get a hold of. The Highlander seems to be able to sweep and dodge and parry without much problem. Number 2, we go to Xavier.
Huh. I'm still here.
Adam's not.
Somewhat. Just the memory of me is here, but not my physical body.
What?
Don't worry about me, Tom. I'm tired. As you can see.
I can tell.
Adam is in another realm.
Yeah. I'm role playing my dreams, okay, Tom?
That's called sleeping.
But my sisters don't make. My
So
sisters make more sense.
All right. Is there any way I can get above my target?
Theoretically, sure. How would you like to do that?
Don't matter.
There's a lot of nearby. Climbing up.
The Lotus recoil isn't as bad as it looks, mostly due to the dispersion of the muzzle. It's fucking heavy, that's for sure, but it definitely wouldn't break any bones.
Put holes in the barrel. It makes every gun better. I don't know why anyone hasn't learned this. No, don't actually do that. Don't.
Theoretically, there
even-
could be like an exposed support or something that you could use to climb up. I'm fine with that.
And that's what I will climb. Stealthily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm reasonably sure you can do that without breaking or obfuscate. Is that going to be your whole action, or is that your movement?
I would like that to be my movement, but
That's
maybe-
fine. That's fine. That's fine. Do what you're going to do.
And
Wait, hang on.
I suppose
Hang on.
Hmm?
Adam.
Come still here?
Okay.
I heard Xavier. Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
He's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
Oh, you're halfway there. Whoa!
Please, God.
and I'll attempt to finish this as quickly as possible. So I'll try to stab my kukri right into his fucking head.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask for a. When in doubt, split the difference. If you're gonna aim for the head, it'll be a difficulty 8, but since you climbed up, I'll make it a difficulty 7. Go ahead and roll it, and I will. Yeah, I guess he'll treat this as lethal damage.
You could have just staked him, stalked him.
Stuck it.
Just stake him and find a salubri to help him.
Yeah.
That is 9 successes with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 9 damage.
9 damage. Well, I tell you, folks, Onyx Dice is not rolling well tonight. 1, 2, 3.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, they always called me with the power of friendship in anime. Brought me back to life. Or kept me alive, I guess.
My anime intros keep playing in the background and they keep me up.
I should probably do that just
Bigger
fucking down
deal,
my
Adam.
just fucking down my intros.
Ooh, those frames. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I pardon me while I clench my butt real fast and I wait for this to come back. Does anybody have eyes on our feed right now? Are we buffering?
Every
Yes.
so often.
We're still back to normal on my feet. Now we're back to buffering.
Okay, I think we're okay now.
Yeah.
Xavier, as you drop down on this poor schmuck, you have one stabbed him into torpor. With a little bit of ash on the edges of your blade as you have actually hit him so hard you've begun inflicting ag damage.
Oh god.
So you just basically nail his head to the ground and he stops moving.
You monster.
I telepathize with him. I'm like, I'm sorry that it came to this. I understand it probably wasn't your fault.
Well, no, he's not staked. He's torpid, so you have knocked him the fuck out.
Okay.
Just get real close to him and just kind of whisper it in his ear.
Hey, you got owned, nerd.
Oh.
This wasn't your fault, but I still have to take you out.
Yep. Well, that's my action. My turn.
Okay.
As you just hear a Lottie fired in the distance.
It has begun.
No, he feels it.
So my intention in, I guess, giving you guys two options was not to split the party, but to give you guys a choice of missions to tackle first. That did not happen the way I thought it would. The white is not getting a turn in combat. He's going to use his turn to hang on the edge of Xavier's blade. Number 4 is Mark Zantz.
Oh boy, so I see the combat, right, and most of them are firing pot shots at
So two guys have sort of emerged to the forefront of what can only be reasonably described as the Lottie hole, to sort of like fire back after they see the amazing destructive power leveled at them. 3 others are continuing the fight against McNeil.
Ooh. None of them are coming from like the sides of the building or anywhere else.
None that you can see yet.
In that case, for right now, I'm gonna whistle really loud, trying to catch the attention of one of the 2 firing at Byrick.
Okay.
And if one of them catches my eyesight, I'm gonna use Dread Gaze.
Ooh, I like it. Do it. Yeah, he'll glance at the strange whistling man down below.
I just imagine I do like a really high-pitched dog whistle, and one of them's just like, "What the fuck is Dread Gaze?"
Oh boy.
A full auto Lottie. Do you guys like actively hate Vampire and that's why you're all watching us?
So that is 5 successes, as I am rolling what I'm good at.
I'm pretty sure
Dread
that would
Gaze.
break the gun in reality.
Yeah.
You get like 3 shots maybe, and then the fucking all its mechanicals inside will just fucking burst apart. Probably the firing pin would break as well.
So we needed something updated.
Yes. 5 successes as this man catches my sight.
Get a mortar. That would have been a funny way to enter this fight. Just like,
Okay. Yeah.
Just have some.
Absolute pants-shitting terror racks this guy's face, and with wide eyes, he charges himself deep into the mansion and out of sight.
into the fire.
I also subtract 5 dices from his dice pool.
Jesus.
He has no willpower either.
5 is Klaus von Blittersdorf.
Woo!
It's probably our connection. Our connection is not the best tonight, Valernos.
So yeah, I will draw my new sword and pull out my gun and just start firing at anyone who's near McNeil, who I'm assuming is the Scottish-looking one.
The one who looks extraordinarily Scottish is probably McNeil. Well,
Red mutton chaps.
if you consider holding a claymore to be Scottish looking, then
He's got
Yeah,
an arc.
that sounds about right.
okay. Take your shot.
How many shots do I get?
What do you
How
got?
many do you want to take, big boy?
I mean,
Adam.
it has a rate of 3. I haven't used guns in Vampire before.
Oh, there it is. There he goes. Oh, wait.
If anyone wants to assist, that would be dope.
If it's a rate of fire 3, then you get one shot unless you have a discipline like celerity or something allows you to take multiple this turn.
Okay.
Or you can split your dice pool, but that's not recommended.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Vortigern.
Vortigern, how you doing?
Hello, Woody.
One of our Bulgarian friends.
Because we have so many.
I have 4 successes.
Okay, so what kind of weapon are you using?
Glock.
I believe that's a heavy firearm, so
That's pistol.
yeah, heavy pistol is what, 4 dice of damage?
4 damage, yeah.
Okay, so you had 4 successes to hit.
Yep.
You're gonna roll your extra successes, so you need 1 to hit, and then you have 3 margin. You're gonna take your margin. You're gonna roll that with the 4 damage, and you're gonna tell me how much damage you do.
With? Okay, that's a lot of dice.
Adam,
What do I need to get? Normal success
yeah,
modifier?
you're looking
right?
for a 6.
You would keep
Hi.
yeah.
Okay. You're able to clip one of them in the shoulder. There is no arterial spray as you are shooting at what is essentially a corpse. But it
Neat.
does... You have inflicted some damage.
Yay. I did a thing.
Good job.
Now do it again.
Adam, it
Oh.
is your turn in combat.
Do I have my gun that broke, or do I have a replacement gun for the Tommy gun?
Did
Or
you
just,
secure a replacement?
I was too busy sucking things off, Chaz.
Then I guess that's your answer, Adam.
Then
So
do what you
it'll-
do best, Adam. Start sucking people off.
I thought I started crying at the best, though. And the best cry reward goes to you. Who does?
I'm the best crier. I have the best cries.
Yeah. The most emotion. I still punch people, I guess, so.
Fuck it, I guess I'll go punch him.
Yeah.
I guess. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the nearest stranger and just suck the grapple, or
Nearest stranger goes down the street and punches some dude.
So here's
Yeah,
the problem, Adam. The battle that's happening is currently taking place on the 2nd floor. Now, I will allow you to climb up there, if that is what you wish to do. But that's probably going to take your turn.
can I use the car as a platform to jump up there?
If you spend a point of willpower because it's on fire.
The car's
Yeah,
on
that's
fire?
Everything's on fire.
This is the Anarch State. No, I'll just. No, I need to save out willpower.
You're one.
One, yeah.
Wait, don't you have none?
He's tapped. Oh no, he rolled. He's got 1 left. God
Yeah.
damn it, Adam! This whole time I've been laboring under the thought that you had absolutely nothing.
No, not that mad lad.
He still has 1, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was fucking with you. If you legitimately want to do it, give me a self-control roll at a difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7, you say. Let's try that. Ooh, you got 10, 7, and a 0, or 10, 7, 1.
Okay, 2 successes is good enough, so you can climb up to the on the car. You get as close to the flames as you dare. Now give me strength.
Just pull strength.
Strength athletics.
Yeah. And proteins counts as strength, right?
Yes, absolutely. So you crunch the fucking house under your hands as you pull yourself up. Well, Vortigern, it is a good thing that you are here now, because you can tell me who you want to vote for, and I will honor it.
But Chaz, wait, is this still playing a +2 difficulty on things?
No, because you're not out of willpower.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. I've been laboring under false information.
Then I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Carlo Martino, in a strange display of heroism, leaps onto a burning car, jumps off, and pulls himself up onto the melee with the Scottish Highlander and his assailants.
Do the fire and flames?
Once again, the Italians come to the Scottish rescue, as is so common in history.
Just like World War II, or whenever I played Total War.
All right, Adam, get ready to duck. Byra Cash is up.
Oh boy, I get to fire again, and this time I see my targets.
If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge a ball.
So I fire at Carlo.
+2 dice for attacking from behind.
Do you have that Futurama moment where Hermes has the chance to press the button and evacuate everybody when they pop back in from an alternate dimension, just debating whether you press the button or not?
Hermes, don't press that button. Okay. Alright, I'll shoot one of the melee combatants.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So 4 + 9, 13.
As Adam leaves our side, I like to imagine he pulls himself over that ledge dressed in full Roman centurion regalia to match McNeil in his kilt and his half blue face paint.
So if we had a fan art, that'd be dope. Yeah, with Waluigi's face and the Scottish man.
3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
For damage?
Yeah.
I rolled 1 to soak. So one of the melee combatants just immediately erupts. Carlo, as you pull yourself up, you are splattered with red vitae.
Like this another day in the...
Oh, wait, hang on. I keep forgetting the extra damage for buttons. No, okay, still 8. It's just the Centurion Waluigi.
McNeil sort of like looks you up and down as he dodges the swing of a pipe. The fuck are you lot doing here?
We came to talk.
Negotiations have begun.
Oh.
No answer? Does Carlo remain silent?
I was like flirting with what I was like wiping my face off with all the vitae. Yeah.
Starts crying.
Yeah. What? What I see?
Kyle, while he's doing that, can you roll me 7 dice for a claymore attack from McNeil?
Attacking Carlo.
I'm like, wait. Difficulty 6, though.
He's not attacking you, Adam.
No, where is he?
Five
Seven-
successes.
5 successes.
There's Carlo's cohort in Dank Maymays.
Wait, my future army.
Could you please roll me 19 dice for damage?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. 19 die. Um.
Good talk.
Right.
I'm still waiting for Carlo's answer.
Oh, I thought Cal.
That's gonna be 12.
12. Carlo, as you finish wiping blood off your face, you were immediately coated with a second layer. As a second of the melee combatants falls down dead.
Now start crying.
Like, no, damn it, I just wipe it off. I gotta do it again.
No, dang it!
Those of you who are not Carlo or Xavier, I need a perception alertness check, please.
3 successes.
Wait, a perception alertness, you said?
Yeah.
2.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.
Okay.
You see in the distance Edward Longshanks.
I'm here for you, McNeil.
In the distance, you see Flanagan.
Flanagan!
From the chaos on the upper floor, you are able to tear your eyes away long enough to notice movement on the bottom. The noise, especially the Lottie, has drawn the attention of the looters on the bottom floor, and as curtains are thrown open, and you see heads peeking out of windows, the fight begins to escalate. And with that, I'm going to call it for the evening. 2 XP for everybody. And while I start looking at videos to give XP awards, start voting.
No.
Okay, then don't fucking vote, Tom. I'm not the boss of you.
Tom withholds his votes. He thinks everyone sucked.
Hey, I resemble that remark. I do suck.
I will vote. I will vote for Tom for naming his Lottie buttons.
I will also vote for Tom for creating the For Glory hole.
The 4 glory hole, that's what we're going with?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a terrible joke, but I'm rolling with it.
I don't know, I'll sleep through most of it. I don't know.
God damn
Oh,
it.
God.
I don't know.
I will vote for Marks for dreading the gaze.
That was a damn good play. He just took a motherfucker straight out of the fight.
I could have done the extended roll and just made him shit his pants.
Just bloody poo-poo everywhere.
Well, because you can dread gaze somebody, or you can dread gaze them as an extended roll, where it's just their willpower versus your terrifyingness until they basically go catatonic.
My vote's for Tom for being able to see in the dark as a vampire.
I'll count it. It's technically a reason. Valerinos is gonna. Oh, I got Yorkie's votes for Tom for physically wiping people out of existence. It happens. Gonna have to vote for Jabril for caring enough about his steed's health and one-shotting a white. Adam, Hot Trash Gaming wants you to have all the power and not know what to do with it. Well, he's gonna.
I already have.
He's gonna then by proxy transfer it to Zans. Vortigon votes for Tom, as watching him fight is always entertaining.
Oh, thanks.
I know you guys know the thing, but for some people, reason people respond better when we say the thing. Social media, so we're streaming. If you want to sub to us, then sub to us, because we got more of these. We do this every 2 weeks, give or take. Join the Discord. Our Discord's pretty great. Like, I'm sure everybody sells their Discord, but you see our community, you see the people we have that we, quite frankly, don't deserve, and we get to hang out with these people every day, and you can too. We've got a writing group, we've got memes, we've got... Okay, free porn. There's one other specific thing. Oh yeah, the Looking for Group channel. If you want to get a World of Darkness or a D&D or fuck it, play checkers if you can find somebody who wants to play with you. With that, I think Tom has taken the vote tonight running away. I had a really fucked up day yesterday. Not bad, just my schedule went completely out the window and flew away. I have not had a chance to get last week's video up. I apologize. So there is not a video vote. I will do 2 on the next session.
Actually, I'd like to change my vote to buttons.
That's fair.
Runs the gun itself. Runs its own character.
Can I child buttons?
No, but what you can do is put a demon in it, or turn it into a chimerical item.
I was about to say, find a changeling. You're already halfway there, and get them to create a chimerical version of buttons in the dreaming, and attach the chimera to the actual physical buttons. And then you can turn buttons, which is now a chimerical item, and thus part Fey, into a Kia seed.
I vamped my item. What?
My gun is a vampire.
Fucking big brain, 200 IQ.
With that, I do believe we're just about done here, and unless there's anything you fine folks want to say to these wonderful people. Can we just... round of applause is not what I'm looking for, but can we just give credit where credit is due that Adam managed to stay awake through this whole thing?
Well,
sort of.
Hey,
No.
He fought the good fight.
if we're gonna shit on the guy for falling asleep, he deserves an attaboy for staying awake.
Good job, man. You stayed awake. You know, the thing you're supposed to do.
It just still was G Fuel like sponsor us, so we can have some free energy drinks.
This next session, Adam's gonna have the cap and the tank top and everything and the sunglasses.
Yeah, like, all right, guys, we got sponsored. I'm gonna be up all night, guys.
Just every 15 minutes, like, hey guys, have I talked about how great G Fuel is?
Yeah.
Well, Matt, have you heard about Raid Shadow Legends?
Yeah.
Oh, did someone mention Raid Shadow Legend?
And
Play
with
Raid
that, I'm gonna
Shadow
go to
Legends
bed.
now on NordVPN.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, you
Good
wonderful
night,
people.
Josh.
We love you all.
Goodbye, bye.
Adios, night nights.